Most people expect progress to feel hardest at the beginning because the starting is unfamiliar. It feels awkward. It feels uncertain. But in real life, progress doesn't feel hardest at the beginning. It feels hardest in the middle. The beginning has energy. Everything feels possible. You are learning. You are motivated. You are seeing quick changes. The end has clarity. You can see what you've built. You can measure what you've done. There is a sense of arrival. But the middle has neither. You are no longer new, but you are not finished. You've invested time, but the results aren't obvious yet. And that gap between starting and finishing is where progress starts to feel slow, uncertain. And in this video, I want to explain why progress feels hardest in the middle. Not to fix it, not to hype you up, and not to tell you what to do, but to help you understand what's actually happening. So you don't misinterpret the middle as a sign that something is wrong. Number one, the middle has no feedback. One reason the middle feels so difficult is because feedback disappears. At the beginning, almost any effort feels rewarding. You are learning something new. You are making noticeable changes. You are getting immediate signals that say, oh, this is working. At the end, feedback returns. Results are visible. Progress is measurable. You can point to something concrete and say, I did this. But in the middle, feedback goes quiet. You are still putting in effort. You are still showing up, but there is no clear signal telling you whether you are moving forward. And humans are deeply wired to rely on feedback. When feedback is present, effort feels justified. But in the middle, this is not the case. When feedback disappears, efforts starts to feel questionable. That silence is what many people mistake for failure. But the absence of feedback does not mean absence of progress. It simply means you are in the middle, where progress happens quietly, without applause and without clear signals. Number two, the middle removes novelty. Another reason the middle feels heavy is that novelty wears off. New things feel meaningful because they are noticeable. The first few times you do something, every small improvement stands out. But once something becomes familiar, it stops feeling like progress, even if it is still is. Repetition doesn't feel rewarding, it feels boring, it feels ordinary. And because it feels ordinary, we start assuming it's ineffective. But repetition is where progress actually accumulates. The middle strips away excitement. It removes the feeling of this is new. And what is left is consistency. The middle isn't failing you, it's just no longer entertaining. And that lack of entertainment is often confused with lack of progress. Number three, the middle creates doubt. The middle is also where doubts shows up. Not because something is wrong, but because timelines are no longer expected. In the beginning, expectations are flexible. Everything feels open-ended. But once you've invested time, questions start appearing. Should this feel this slow? Should I be further along by now? Did I choose the wrong thing? These questions don't come from failure. They come from being in between, in the middle. The middle stretches time, and when timelines stretch, the mind looks for explanation. Doubt is often just the brain trying to make sense of delayed outcomes. It's not a signal to quit. It's a signal that you are no longer starting and not yet finishing. That is, in the middle. Number 4, most people quit in the middle. This is why most people don't quit at the beginning. They quit in the middle. Not because they lack discipline, not because they lack ability, but because the middle offers no reassurance. There is no excitement anymore, no clear finish line, no guarantee things will work out. And without understanding this phase, people personalize the discomfort. They ask, what's wrong with me? Instead of asking, is this just the middle? Understanding this changes everything. The discomfort doesn't disappear, but it stops feeling threatening. You stop panicking inside the middle, you stop rushing through it, and you stop assuming it means you are failing. Once you understand how progress actually feels in the middle, it becomes easier to tolerate. You stop expecting constant proof. You stop needing frequent reassurance. You don't rush the middle, and you don't fight it. You recognize it for what it is. The middle isn't where progress stops. It is where progress quietly happens, without excitement, without feedback, and without certainty. And when you stop treating the middle as a problem, you stop quitting too early. That understanding alone changes how long you stay with things, and that's often what makes the difference.